This is it. Final part. Going to go up there and kill Antanas when he's turned into whatever that thing was that we were shown, and I'm gonna beat this game. So I'd just like to do a little run through on what we have so far, what we're going to be coming into, and how we're going to be handling everything. So how I'm going to be handling it is probably pretty simple. Just figure out what he does and then slap his shit when he does what every other boss has done. Do some long-winded something and then just lets us kill him. We're going to be using the Peacemaker to kill him with. Does 574 damage with a Flawless Luck rune in it. I got this off of the swordsman inside of the Keystone Citadel. It's just a random drop, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anywhere specific you can get it because I ran through the place, and on my 4th run through while grinding for XP, I ended up just getting it by chance. Now, I do have 0 luck, and I had a 2 times multiplier when I did it. So, take from that what you will. I'm also going to be using the Eagle's Wings. It's a tower shield with 22 defense, 91 poise, 7 weight, really heavy, but at a lot of weight capacity, so it's okay. And I have a Flawless Magic rune in it just so I can increase my magic block because it does have 0 poison block, and I figured what's the point of having anything if it's that low? So I just dumped it back into magic, and I thought whatever. Because nowadays I tend to just put the thing on my back and just run around and slam things with this sword. So I can just kind of turn around if I'm lucky and then just take the hit in the back. And it's okay, it works for that because it has really high physical resistance, which is kind of what I wanted from it. We are coming in there with a fully equipped Lord set. Now, with this Lord set, I have a Flawless Power rune into the helmet, and then higher power runes into everything else. But my overall physical defense has been increased. I don't know if this has any special properties to it, but it is what it is. I'm going to be using the Dim Hope just so I can heal gradually, because I figure unless he adds a bunch of adds into the fight, I'm not going to have much use for the Life Leech. But Dim Hope will periodically heal me, provided it decides to work, which often it does not. I don't know why. Some of the stuff I'm not even sure. Like this and that, I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what they're for. But yeah, I think I figured out most of the stuff in the game, and I'm pretty happy with what I have so far. A quick run through of my runes, just so in case anyone would for some reason be interested in seeing what I have. That's about it, and I have those 14 still, because why not? So, aside from all of this, we have 13 potions in total. I have no idea how many empty bottles I might have missed, or how many there even are. I don't even know if I'm near the limit, 15 or 30 or what have you. But yeah, I don't have any more spell or attribute point shards. I've used them all, and I've never used any of these. I think I've once used a magic energy shard, maybe. And I've once or twice used Ghost Merge shard just because. Except for that one time when I didn't want to make the jumps, I think. Yeah. Well, anyway. So if you look at my health, it's at 333, my damage is 574, and my armor is 182. My magic is 126, energy 228, and my weight is still in the fat roll capacity, so nothing to really worry about there. Now, character development, my stats are 40 strength, 25 vitality, 21 faith, and I got this just so I can get all the spells, and I kind of think I should have put more into it just because I like the amount of damage that I do with Quake. I do like just being able to cast more than one thing without having to wait. But now, as you can see, it takes me 394,000 XP to level 1 time, so it's not worth my while. We do have 25 endurance. I did this so I have really high energy because I swing around a big weapon. It takes a lot to swing it. Also, wear very heavy armor, so I need to have the maximum weight capacity up. Strength because I do use strength-based weapons, and well, health, you know, health is kind of useful. I've never once leveled up my agility or my luck, so those just remain at default 8 and 0 for the warrior starting. I have all of my brawling completely leveled up, and I have 10 shards that I use to give me 10 spell points that are just going to be sitting here. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. They're kind of useless. I mean, I could just get a whole bunch more. I could just keep grinding in here and just level that up and up and up, but it's not something I'm really concerned with. I don't have any of these because I don't think you're allowed to level them up. I think it's kind of like a one-time pick, but I don't really know. My overall run-through is I'm a very high level. I'm level 92. Now, I'm pretty sure in new game, my first playthrough, you should not be this level. Maybe half of this level, but not this level. So yeah, we're kind of gonna crush everything badly. Very, very badly. So we'll see how that goes. Aside from that, I guess the lore stuff is kind of whatever. You can just probably look that up the story of the game and get the idea of that. But this is kind of what we're going in with. And, yeah, here we go. Let's see how this, decides to end. Hopefully this boss is not hard. I mean, I only really had any issue with the Keeper and, Champion. That is pretty gross. Looks like something out of Dead Space. Okay. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Alright, what are you gonna do here, buddy? Throw some shit? Come on, big slam. I'm gonna miss. Oh, you do a lot of stamina damage. Okay, need to be careful with you. Or do we? Ow, fuck. Don't swing. Just wait. Just wait. Hold on, buddy. Big hit. Oh my lord, have mercy. Did anybody else see that damage I just did? Jesus fucking Christ. Did we just win? Is that it?
And so Harkin defied a god. He cast the rune aside and struck Antanas down using only his sword. And in the end, he cast that rune aside, restoring the forces of the world back into balance. Harkin found the balance even between the power of his sword and magic, using both means to defeat all manner of Rogar lords and man-made creatures. Despite the markings on his face, he proved himself to be a compassionate man who showed mercy to the just and unjust alike. Harkin proved himself to be a warrior, not a scholar. The secrets of this world did not interest him, even when they were only an arm's reach away. He chose to turn a blind eye to Antanas's dark experiments. Thanks to Harkin, Yetka was able to reunite with her family. The Crafter's crystal was returned to him. He went back to his dimension travels and studying the runes. Harkin sealed the fate of both realms for many years to come. Historians of the future will forever wonder what the world could have been if Harkin's choices had been different.
All right. You gonna make me look at that one chest? That's something I had to get just before I beat the game, like officially. Well, anyway, that was Lords of the Fallen. That last boss fight did not go in any way the way I thought it would. I kind of thought he'd be way stronger and not get hit once and then initiate the second part of the fight, and then get hit so much so quickly that he just kind of stopped. I mean, if I redid that fight, I think I could beat him in record speed. It's ridiculous how bad that went for him. But that was Lords of the Fallen. Just a quick review, I guess I can give. Pretty fun. I liked it as long as you can disengage the fact that it's like Dark Souls completely from your mind. Just think of it as its own thing. It's pretty fun that way. I do very much enjoy the art design and the world that they've crafted. The story a little, to me. It's interesting at times, but sometimes I was just a little whatever about it. There are minor issues that I didn't like. There's just bizarre things that I don't understand why they didn't fix. Like, let's see. The lock-on is not good. It only seems to work on whoever's health bar is there, so if somebody's closer and they're just a little bit over to the left or the right, it won't let you switch to them because it doesn't recognize that they have a health bar at all, in any way, shape, or form. It just doesn't get it. That stuff is really goddamn annoying. Also, the shielded enemies, kinda bullshit. Like, I don't know how anybody else is supposed to deal with them, but the only way I find to deal with, like, enemies that can only be damaged in certain ways is to just try and abuse something that does a lot of damage very easily. Like, Quake crushed the big shielded guys in the beginning for me. And that was after I found a method where I had to bait them to swing so I could hit them once. So I had to turn every fight with them into a one-on-one, kind of lasted a long time fight. And it's just annoying. The game was pretty cool. It does have a good design to it, I felt. A lot of stuff, like you get it and you had to backtrack. It's good to try and remember things, make sure that you have an understanding of, I saw this locked chest here, I got this key now, it might work. But the naming scheme for these keys and things were just terrible. I had no understanding of what they were for. They don't explicitly tell you, not to my understanding. And they just don't make it as obvious as I feel like they could have. Which is annoying, because I spent a lot of time doing a backtracking and just running around and trying to see if I could find this and that and the other, and I had to like double check or triple check just to make sure I got everything. And as of doing that, I had to kill everyone, and some places had like annoying little jumps you had to make, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't like that. It's not fun. The games like these, they always kind of shoehorn in parkour and platforming and long distance jumping. Why? It's a cheap death. It's not fair. Like the one time I died when that platform broke. Like, that just sucks, man. That sucks. Especially considering I don't want to roll after I jump anyway. I kind of want to just hit the ground and stop, which is kind of why I like the fat jump, but you lose your rolling capacity. At least for me, that stopped being as big of an issue once I got such heavy-duty shields and armor that it's not as big a deal anymore. I don't know what else there is to say. Overall, if I had to rate the game, it was, I guess 7.5 out of 10. That's not like a reviewing site is 7.5 out of 10 where it means it's garbage. This is an honest one, like a 5 being average, 6 being above average, 7.5 is like, it's not bad. I recommend, if you have any sort of interest in it, check out some videos, preferably not my videos, just somebody who doesn't talk over it, somebody who plays the game, or somebody who just has an understanding of it and is showing you like, some of the more cool stuff that you can get or you can do, or just some of the more interesting aspects of it. You should probably form your own opinion based off that, and then see if you want to get it. I don't know how often this game goes on sale on the consoles, but on Steam I've seen it on sale before for like $30 maybe, so that's in the Canada bucks, the Maple bucks. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I had a pretty good time. I enjoyed it more than Dark Souls 2, I feel. Didn't like that game very much, but I love Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne. God damn it, Dark Souls 2. That's okay. If I shit on Dark Souls 2 as badly as I did with this game, that would have been great. Also, I wonder how many times I died. Is it going to give me a statistic at the end, much like it did when I was sitting in the palm of God, and it was showing me the bosses? I think I've died maybe over 10, no, maybe over 5 times, under 10, definitely. Oh hey, there was me. Well, I guess that was kind of that. That was Lords of the Fallen. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any sort of secondary playthroughs or any of the extra stuff, because I know you can go through it again, and then I don't know if it's different at all, if they decide to maybe move enemies around or give you stronger, badder guys that just want to like be mean to you and treat you like shit and whatever. But so overall, I beat the game as a warrior. I'm now a New Game Plus. I beat at level 92, and then my playtime was 21 hours and 33 minutes. That, you could probably shave 2 or 3 hours off. I actually forgot to... I minimized the game, and I completely forgot to close it, and then I just wasn't at my computer, and it was just left running like that. And then I didn't know if I did anything, so I just saved anyway, because just in case, right? But maybe I'll do a New Game Plus, maybe just me crushing all the bosses if they're not super bad, but we'll see. Until then, until maybe the next thing I record or whatever it is I do, provided any of this decides to even work, because I've now beaten this whole game and YouTube has still not allowed me to put up a single video properly. But we will see. Anyway, until next time.